Oh, goodness gracious. I am behind schedule. Oh, I was like, wait, what? I haven't started the game yet. Okay. No, come on. I don't want to put up with this mess. Great balls of fire. How you doing, Melissa? Oh, goodness. I am getting all my cords crossed and tangled. Okay. Look at that. I already said goodness gracious. Pretty long day. Kind of messed up all of our schedules, but fortunately for me, I have a cool family, so they helped me put it back together. How you doing today, Michelle? What's going on, Brandon? Oh, my goodness. That's fine. That's fine. Like it says it twice in the song, I suppose. But that was actually, I believe Melissa was responding to mine because I was, hey, Belly Jonah. I was commenting on my tardiness. I went downstairs to get some ice for my ginger beer. And then I start getting an earful from Belly Jonah here about how I chopped down 2 of her peach trees. And I said, no way. I didn't chop down any peach trees. And she's like, you chopped down 2 of my peach trees. And I was like, I absolutely chopped it down 0 trees. You can get hecked. And then she was like, right here. There were 2 peach trees right here. And I was like, yeah, I chopped those down. My bad. So then I had to, grovel for a minute before I could come back up. So I was behind on my stream. Totally chopped. I didn't know there were peach trees, though. Like, I asked, can I clear this area out? And when I said clear this area out, she thought I meant the flowers. And the peach trees didn't have peaches on them at the time. So I chopped them down like George Washington. All right, let's go save my friend the frog, Fred the Frog. So I played this one like 8 days ago or something, right? But I didn't beat it. I was just demonstrating because I had a bunch of time after Dragon Warrior. And I said that this game got recently remade. This game was recently remade. It was called Blaster Master Zero. And maybe it has a demo on Switch. I know it's on Switch. And if so, check it out. And I went and checked it out. And it does have a demo. And I gotta say, I thought this game was hard until I played that game. I couldn't even get past the second screen. Not kidding. Like, I got past this screen because it's like the same game, so the screen's almost the same. But I never even made it out of this tree here alive in that demo. It was brutal. But it was kind of cool. It had like this cool whole like anime backstory. I spent about 20 minutes watching the intro cutscene, which is kind of cool, but I couldn't get past that screen, so I don't know how the rest of the demo is, but I'll tell you what, that first part's difficult. The orchard's actually pretty organized. Those peaches are a little different. Yeah, and she had this perfect setup. So it was the right exact amount of peach trees, and I destroyed it. It's gonna come up when she divorces me. She's gonna bring it up to the judge that I chopped down her peach trees for sure. But the flowers are gonna be nice. Woohoo! All right. Have you visited our island, Melissa? It's pretty nice. I can say that because I barely did any of the island work. It's all Sarah, so I'm not like patting myself on the back. All I did, my contribution so far to the island has been those 2 spaces of grass where trees used to be. Oh dang! Like as a Nintendo Switch friend, or as like a Animal Crossing specific friend? Because, oh gosh, even the fact that I'm asking that question should demonstrate to you how old I am and have no idea what I'm talking about. If you want to be my friend on Animal Crossing, what I suggest you do is ask Michelle to do it for you, because that's what I do. Michelle! Michelle's my young friend who knows young stuff for me. That was funny. She said, "Who do you think you're talking to?" when and I told her not to fill in the holes. Sarah was just not having it. We aren't Nintendo friends. Okay. We'll have to... Ooh, flash warning. Yikes. We'll have to fix that. Michelle, get on that. Yeah, we had to call Michelle like she was tech support or like the old Nintendo hotline even just to get onto her island because we had no idea what we were doing. Thanks again for that, Michelle, by the way. She was remarkably patient with us. And also, again, thank you for the seeds. The only thing I need now are tulip seeds. I got everything I need except tulip seeds. I mean, we have an island covered in tulips, but I don't know what any of them are, like their genetics. I told Sarah they're like mongrel garbage, and I don't want them anywhere near my nursery. So I need to start fresh from seeds, so I know exactly what kind of tulips I'm getting into bed with. Oh! Getting into bed with! That was an accidental great pun. I wish I could go back in time and tell that joke on purpose instead of by accident. It would have been funnier if I'd done it on purpose. Speaking of, you can redeem points now for excellent jokes if you're so inclined. And I made karaoke time cheaper, but it can only happen 5 times per stream. Okay, so I got my hyper beam. And we can move on to area 2. What just happened? Okay. Hey, I guess we're going to start the game over. I don't know what just happened. I think I pushed some... Now I'm kind of curious to see what happened. How did I do that? I don't know what I did. I somehow magically reset the game. Alright, we're going to kill the brain boss again. Ooh, hey, nice. Bundaberg kind of night. Oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, Michelle. I'm just keeping an eye out for him. Hey, if you got him, Melissa, I mean, like even 2 of each is enough to get me going. After we become friends, you can mail them to me. Boy. And I would appreciate it. Our natives are hyacinths and mums. And I don't know if it's because they are our natives, but I'm like, these are the most boring flowers. I like the lilies, personally, and maybe the roses. I think my favorites are the lilies, though. Oh, pansies are the worst. I hate the pansies. I'm sorry that happened to you. Oh, gosh. They're just so... The pansies and the tulips, I find them to just be so garish. I never thought I'd have this strong of opinion about video game flowers, but... Here we are. Alright. Let's just play through the game one time this time. I seriously don't even know what I did. That must have been like some EverDrive command, like I just Control-Alt-Deleted on my Nintendo controller somehow. I don't know what I did. I'll have to look into that. I wonder if I like reset it or like opened up that menu and then hit reset really quickly. Because I know I can open up the menu by hitting down start and then like I went to exit game really quickly. But no, that wouldn't reset the game. That would... I don't know what I did. I'll have to do some research to find out what just happened there. Anyway, at least that happened 2 minutes into the game instead of when I was like in Area 7 or something. Doing a good job up there. Thanks, Rocket. Doing a good job up there. Oh, that's cute. He did something like that earlier today when we were trying to go to get a coffee at the drive-thru, but like this Taco Time drive-thru was so jammed up it was blocking off the part of the parking lot I needed to drive through to get to the coffee drive-thru. And so we waited till the Taco Time line moved, and then we kind of cut across in front of a car, and like we waved at them, and said thanks, and Rocket goes, thanks for letting us. It's just so cute. Like, I don't even know if he knew who we were talking to, but he wanted to get in on the thanking. Thanks for letting us. Alright, let's kill this brain again. Pansies. Ugh, I hate them. In real life, I like pansies. I just don't like the Animal Crossing ones. Tell a joke. All right. I've been saying "could you don't" since I first heard it. So I thought about going on an all pistachio diet, but that's just nuts. I had Rory help me curate these jokes, so some of the more terrible ones didn't make it in, but still, if you're paying attention when you go to hit that button there, it says redeem at your own risk. I take no responsibility for if any of you groan yourselves to death. I mean, I'm gonna claim it, like on my CV. I'm gonna be like, told a joke once that killed somebody, literally. That also wasn't supposed to be a joke. Ah, gosh, I wish that I was telling these jokes on purpose so that they were funnier. It's amazing how much of my brain power, yay, Psyduck! This not dying, not getting dead in these games takes. What am I doing? I ain't even playing the game anymore. Okay, on to Area 2. Let's go to the castle here. Gosh, that's exactly where I did it last time too. I like freaked myself. I thought I was gonna do it again. Okay. Whoops. 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 Okay. We're okay. Get a little bit of lag here. Okay. We went to a dance recital today for the girls' dance class, and it was like the drive-in movie version. We stayed in the car. They all like danced far apart from each other, and I was like, actually, I think I prefer this to the other recitals because now I don't have to sit through a bunch of dances starring kids I don't know. I just gotta go to my kids' dance and then I could leave. It's kind of a good deal. Anybody who's been to a dance recital, music recital, or karate belt upgrading event knows exactly what I'm talking about. Sit around watching 40 other kids get green belts, or whatever, yellow belt. I don't even know. Nice. Yeah, that's only for the early belts, though. When he starts getting brown belts and red belts and whatnot, you're going to have to stick around forever. Gosh, it's so dark. I'm going to leave it dark, but I'm used to playing on the CRT now, so this TV looks super dark. But also, I play it on it dark while I'm streaming so that my face doesn't keep changing colors. Yeah. As soon as he gets to like blue belt, just start him a new hobby. All right, we're done with karate. Or actually, just switch do a different martial art. Now we're doing jiu-jitsu. Now we're doing taekwondo. That's so funny. Yeah. Sarah was playing video games on her phone at the... Oh, that talent show went forever. And it was so funny because before we did the talent show, I was strict with the girls because they both wanted to participate and they both wanted to sing a song. I was like, fine, you can sing one verse. And they're like, no, Dad, we get 3 minutes. I'm like, you are not performing for 3 minutes. You are not putting everyone else through 3 minutes of nonsense. And then literally every other kid in the stinking recital went past the 3 minute mark. And it was the longest recital ever. And actually afterward, our girls were like, thanks, Dad, you were right. 3 minutes is way too long. I know. She loomed behind you. She came over and said hi. She is like really tall though, so she does tend to loom. Oh good, it's here. This weird game with its randomness. Sometimes this gun upgrade isn't here, and I don't know why. And I had a long string of it not being here. And so I just don't like missing that gun upgrade bit. Well, you all saw last time I was playing, and weird new monsters I'd never seen before popped up and started running across the screen. Sometimes weapon upgrades are in rooms. Sometimes they aren't. Just what? Oh, you rotten. Thank you. It was your conscience that loomed. Yeah. She did like lean over to me. She's like, I got caught by the principal. It's like, yeah, you did. I didn't even really like put it together until just the other day, but this game has 9 bosses total. What the heck are you doing, Michael? And I don't know why, but 3 of them, fully 1/3 of the bosses in this game are crab themed. Why are so many crabs in this game? Now we got the jellyfish gun. Trademark Brandon. No pony missiles yet, though. Good. I like having the jellyfish gun on this boss because, well, I like having the jellyfish gun all the time because it's cheat mode. It just cuts right through everything, so it pierces right through its projectiles. Like other bullets would get stopped by those little diamonds shooting at me, and it just goes right through its claws. So it's like armor piercing. Whoa! That almost got me. Sometimes on this boss I can trigger a weird like music glitch. I don't know how I do it. It's usually an accident. But sometimes I can get this glitch to trigger where while I'm fighting this boss, it will start making the sound that it makes when it explodes. Like when it explodes, it has this dying kind of sound. So it makes that, except it doesn't make it at the same tempo that it makes it when it's exploding and dying. That noise right there, that instead of making it like that, like it's exploding, it makes it with the music. So it just like adds a snare to the music track. So it's like a bug, but it sounds like it's on purpose because it's like I'm like, what the heck? I don't know how that happens. A koala? A koala? What's a koala? Nook tickets? What are you even talking about? Like the Nook Miles tickets, or is there some other kind of Nook ticket I don't know about? Is it a koala seal? Or one of those otter koalas? Nook Miles tickets, huh? And are you... I don't know if I fully understand the question here. I mean, Nook Miles tickets come and go. I've never even seen a koala, so if you're asking me what you should do, I think you should mail me the koala. and some tulip seeds. Recruiting neighbors? Who's texting me? Oh. Oh, actually it's y'all's sister. She said she's gonna try and check out the stream tonight. If she has technical issues, someone help her out. Oh, a neighbor. Oh, like a sapient koala. That's what we're talking about. Gotcha. Yeah. Take that koala home. I've never actually. I don't know if I've seen the koala. We wanted to get. I had to disappoint Sarah the other day. I had to let her down because she got this cool frog to come camping on the island, and the frog wanted to live with us. And I was like, heck yeah, frog, that's cool. Except he wanted my favorite villager to move off the island. And I was like, no way. Can't do it. Well, my second favorite villager. Everyone in our house, oh, Sprocket, that punk. I can't forgive Sprocket because he tried to make our favorite villager move off the island. Like, our family's favorite is Eunice. And Sprocket tried to make Eunice move off the island. And we were all just like, oh, get hecked. No way. Eunice ain't going anywhere. So the frog tried to do the same thing with my other favorite, whose name is Benedict, but I never call him that. I always call him Hockey Chicken. Wow, I just jumped out of my car and died. That was the wrong button. I accidentally pushed select. How do you even accidentally push select? Alright, well I still have my weapons, but I think I lose all my gun upgrades, which is really disheartening because of like all the bosses in the game. This is one of my favorites to have the full gun upgrades on. That was a bummer. Barbara? That's cute. I didn't even know there was one named Barbara. That is a cute name. And I would say it that way every time too. No judgment here. Oops. I can't believe I just jumped out of my car like that. Like I said that last time that I've done that before, but I haven't done it in a while. That caught me off guard. And you could see that I died. Like, if you were paying attention at all, I fell to my death. Little guy can't survive the big falls like the car can. Alright, anyway. Area 3 now. This is the tech area. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Give me that. Actually, like the last 5 times I played this game, I haven't even died, so that was unusual. Hopefully it was the only time. Oh, I don't think I've finished saying that Benedict is the villager I like, but I always call him Hockey Chicken because the first time I ever saw him, he was wearing like a hockey jersey. So that's just his name now, is Hockey Chicken. Oops. And it was funny because Sarah was like, Sarah loves to run around and play like Secret Santa with the villagers, give them gifts and get gifts back. And I don't know why she enjoys it, because I have never seen her be happy about what the villager gave her back. She's always like, ugh, 300 bells? I don't need your chump change. Or, ugh, I already have that shirt. Or she's just never happy with what they give her, but she still keeps doing it. She still keeps exchanging gifts with the villagers. And like, so usually what she does is she gets a piece of junk from one villager and then foists it off onto the next villager she talks to. So this happened with Hockey Chicken, like on day 1, and she gave him this ridiculous purple and yellow moo that he is absolutely in love with. And he's like that boyfriend who's got that hideous shirt that you can't stand, but he's like, but it's so comfortable. And so he's constantly walking around in this ugly moo, and I'm like, what have you done to Benedict? Why did you give him that shirt? And so now we have to, like, regularly, as part of our island maintenance, find a good shirt to give to Benedict to dilute his shirt collection so that he stops wearing that muumuu. Because it's so obnoxious. You can give it right back to them. Did they call you out on it, or are they just their ever optimistic selves? Ah, I did lose my gun upgrade. That sucks. Alright, that's okay. I've beaten this boss without the gun upgrade. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, and he still wears the muumuu. This looks familiar. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, Benedict has quite the shirt collection, but he just loves that familiar old muumuu. He's just used to it. He's not going to let it go that easy. I feel like that was the plot of a sitcom episode or like a Sex and the City episode where somebody had something old and comfortable they were familiar with, and then their boyfriend or girlfriend replaced it with something new, and they're like, yay, I did it, but then the person went back to using the old familiar one, and they're like, what? Why did I even bother? It's Benedict with his stinking muumuu. I mean, don't get me wrong, purple and gold, those are the colors, but... Oh, really? You can just, like... You can edit it? Oh, we've been doing this the wrong way, Sarah. We just need to go in there like Captain Janeway and modify Benedict to fit our specifications. Y'all ever see that episode of Voyager where Captain Janeway has a holographic boyfriend and she keeps editing him, taking away, making him taller and handsomer and cracking less bad jokes, but she accidentally ends up making him so accommodating that he like annoys her. And so she has to like tell the computer to revoke her privileges to edit him. Like, just don't let me change him anymore. just warts and all, keep him. Oh no! I didn't want to get hit there. Alright, this is not like fantastic here, but oh, clothes being offensive and stop wearing. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Get rid of that awful muumuu. Alright, so this is the boss that has the 16 different robot parts that appear in order and try to harass you. But if you know what order they come in, initially you can do a lot of damage before this thing really gets out of control. Whoops, not like that. Oh gosh, but this gun is about as bad as you can get for this. So I'm gonna use grenades instead. Okay. Oof. That took a lot more damage than I wanted to so far. So it should be this one, then this one, then that one. Okay, that worked out. Most of the bosses, like, you can get them with grenades pretty good. Maybe not the Kingler boss, the second crab boss, and the third crab boss, but other than that, like most of the bosses, you can fairly reliably just grenade to death. In fact, the boss of the game, like the absolute last boss of the game, I don't even bother shooting it with the gun. I'll have a fully upgraded gun and not even bother because the grenades seem to work faster. Awesome, Melissa. Yeah, I finished all of Voyager a couple weeks ago. It only took me like 4 years to finish it all because, you know, I watch every episode 8 minutes at a time before I fall asleep. So I started Deep Space Nine recently. I watched them out of order. I watched TNG, then Voyager, and now Deep Space Nine. Come on now. I like getting the H's here. They come really fast, and I don't fall in pits while I'm gathering them here. I can gather them back in the beginning screen, but I constantly fall in pits when I do it there. How dare I watch them out of order? It's because I don't really like Deep Space Nine. Like, I really like the characters in Deep Space Nine. They did a great job on those characters, but it's very... I don't know, it's very un-Roddenberry. I like the Roddenberry version of the future where humans solved all their problems and now can deal with moral and philosophical dilemmas. But instead, Deep Space Nine's like, what if there were weapon traffickers in space? That's how everyone feels? Oh, so I'm just a cliche. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now back to the beginning of the game so we can climb up the ladder to Area 4. Let's not push that magical reset button on my controller. Oh, it's time to... Oh gosh, I accidentally hit select again. What am I doing? Switch to my pony missiles. That's how everyone feels. Really? Like, you say that, but like... I swear, every time I bring up Voyager, everyone's like, ah, Voyager sucks. I like Deep Space Nine. I'm like, really? Deep Space Nine, huh? Deep Space Nine was not my bag. Oh, I like Voyager. Although I have to say, you know, like I like Voyager. Oh, where am I going? But I like have to, you know, say it like I like admit like. But yes, I know that it has so many wacky episodes. Like some of those episodes are just goony garbage. I know that. It's okay. Oh, not trapped. I got you. Yeah, they're not exploring. They're just kind of sitting around on the space station. Yeah, I can see that. You know, I always have this problem with media, whether it's television shows, books, movies, video games. It doesn't matter if the with like one strict exception, if the whole game is the characters, or the whole movie is characters running from something, it drives me bananas. I hate it so much. I'm like, this isn't fun. It's just pressure put on me, like Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 4. You're just running away from someone the whole game, and there's no like ultimate quest. There's no like larger goal that you're working toward. You just spend the whole game like running from one crisis to another. I'm like, this is driving me nuts. Kind of like the first Wheel of Time book. I haven't read those in a long time, but that first Wheel of Time book just like, it like wore me out reading it. I just felt tired. I was like, I'm so tired of running. And I wasn't even doing the running. I was reading in the bathtub, like, right? But it like wore me out. The exception being Mad Max Fury Road. That movie is one of the best movies ever made. Mad Max Fury Road is better than Deep Space Nine. Hot take. Alright, that should be enough hover juice to make it to the top, if I don't dork it up. Okay, and don't trip at the finish line. There we go. Alright. On to Area 4 with that funny music track that slows down. Oh, where's Robbie? No Robbie here to be bothered by this music. I don't know who was in charge of designing this room, but you always get hit by that golem when you walk in. It's not my favorite track. I respect what they did, what they were trying to accomplish, but yeah, I'm never jamming to this one. This is not one that I hum later after the game is over. You won't hear me singing this one in the shower. Doop, doop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Give me some hover. Oops. Go down there. Oh, brilliant. That's what I like to do. Shoot my sub-weapon at the wall and jump into the enemy. It's a new strat I just came up with. Hot new tech. Oh, missed that sniper peach. This is my least favorite interior, I think, in the game. I just don't like this one. These stinking robot things just shoot all over the place. I can never dodge them. Well, except I just dodged them all. And it's got this music. Yeah, this is my least favorite interior. But it does have, like, the easiest boss. Well, the brain is the easiest boss, but this boss is really easy, this frog boss. Because it's so predictable. I find it to be easier than the boss that I just beat, the robot boss with all the parts. I thought that one's harder than this frog boss. So the last time I played this game, and y'all were here, I thought that frog boss, because I beat the frog boss, and I died on the second frog boss, I thought that frog boss was Fred. Fred the frog that I lost at the beginning, because it fell down in that giant hole in my backyard after jumping on the radioactive barrel in my backyard, because I'm a responsible pet owner. But apparently that's not the case, and if all goes well with this playthrough, you should get to see why. No spoilers. Ooh, that was a good one. Oops. Forgot to count. How to count to 3. Oh. Pfft. Okay. So, not Fred there. Just Mutant Frog. Gives me the sweetest tank upgrade of all time. Gigantic key. I do like imagining that, like, the key is attached to the end of the barrel, so that when I drive into the lock, I'm like sticking it in. Kind of like what's that, Fifth Element, with that big old robot whose like little finger unfolds and the little key comes out. Hey, what's going on, AD? How you doing? You get that sub 12 yet on Batman? Whee. Did you find that ginger beer yet? I got Melly Bolts over here drinking Bundaberg too. Ugh. Now watch, like, ginger beer is illegal in Canada or something. Well, at least while you're playing Batman, you don't have a soundtrack like this. Actually, for the most part, the Blaster Master has a really great soundtrack. Just this level, and you know, as much as this one isn't like a fun track to listen to, I hate the Area 7 music because it's so like heart pounding and up that it actually stresses me out. It causes me stress to listen to that music. And that was kind of a really tough area for me to beat the first time. Like, I had a really hard time getting through Area 7. Now it's not so hard. Now I breeze through it pretty easily. But I died a lot in that area, especially on that boss. That's that second Super Frog. I promise, Melissa, we're almost out of here. And you shouldn't have to hear any more of this music. We'll hear a tiny little snippet of it later after Area 6, but I don't even think we'll be around long enough to hear the slowdown part. Alright. Wee-hoo. So how you doing today, AD? You having a good Saturday? Almost Area 5. Area 5 has great music. Ah! I trapped it in the wall. Poor little robot. Never saw it coming. Yeah, stop shooting me. This music's so much better. Ah! Well, at least that thing had the decency to hit me before I picked up the gun upgrade. Although it wouldn't have really mattered. Well, maybe it would have. No, it didn't hit me after. Never mind. Everything I just said was wrong. Raise your hand if you're used to that. Whoa! Look at that guy trying to shoot me from way over there. Trying to snipe me. Get out of here. I'll take that. Whoa! Doki doki. Didn't see that coming. Alright. Time to refill here. Ah! Alright. And for those of you who weren't here last time, this tank can't swim yet, so we sink here to the bottom of this area here in the water. Can't quite tell this is water anymore because the surface, it just looks like I'm in outer space now. But I mean some of this like flora here obviously kind of looks like undersea flowers, coral and stuff, and not like space coral, because that's the thing. Anyway, so I gotta swim down and get an upgrade for my tank so that it can swim. And I suppose it's supposed to look like some kind of propeller or something, but last time I was playing, Melissa pointed out that it actually looks like little legs kicking out the back, so I like to think of it like that, like one of those wind-up bath toys that's like a scuba diver, and its little legs flip around. Space coral, that's a thing. For sure. I'm sure it is. Oh, ow, got snailed. Melissa pointed out that it looks like little legs, so call it the leg upgrade, the kicky leg upgrade for my tank, so that it can swim, so I can swim back up and out of here. All of the areas you visit upgrade your tank in some way, and this one gives you the swim upgrade. Oh goodness. I really want to keep this gun. This is... Oh! Wow, I say I want to keep this gun, then immediately lose it. I can get it back though. Hopefully. This is the one with the that crab boss who shoots out the bubbles. And if you have the fully upgraded gun, he's a total chump. Well, it's a total chump. I don't know if it's a boy crab or a girl crab. And if you have anything else, it takes 1,000,000 years. So, here's hoping that I get my good gun back. Come here, you. Well, what'd you do today, AD? How cool was it? Ah, gosh, I got hit twice. That's gonna make it all... I'm gonna probably have to mash on this boss. A fermented hot sauce? What'd you make it with? Oh, you were talking about that the other day. You were oh my gosh, 3 hits. Unbelievable. You were talking about making some hot sauce. I don't remember precisely what you were saying, but I was kind of scrambling around, I think, when you were talking about it. Yeah, pineapple habanero. That's right. You told me you'd. That's right. Okay, you did tell me that. I remember you said you had bought the habaneros when you couldn't get the ginger beer, and I thought, well, yeah, that's a good substitute for ginger beer. Habaneros, sure. I'm just teasing. Did you? So, is it like fermenting? Yeah. Okay. It's just starting today. How long before you try it? Remember when I was a kid, we used to grow cucumbers in my backyard, and I wanted to make pickles. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make pickles. And I was so excited when the cucumbers grew, and I put them in the pickle juice. And my mother was like, now we leave them in there for 3 months, and then they'll be pickles. And I was like, what? And like I ate them that night, and they were just kind of like cucumbers. They weren't pickles at all, but I didn't have the patience. They were just kind of vinegary cucumbers. 3 weeks. Cool. You have any idea what you're going to put it on? Everything? Oh, gosh. This gun is like the dumbest gun to have right here for this. Well, sometimes... Whoa! These ones here drop gun upgrades, but having been hit 3 times already, I think I'm already at lost cause. Yeah, I can't get 3 upgrades here, so just gonna have to do this boss the hard way. Ah, and this is a terrible gun to have. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're doing a copycat recipe kind of thing. All right, so you guys got to see me. Y'all got to see me last time beat this boss the easy way with the jellyfish gun. Now you're gonna see how much of a pain this boss is without the jellyfish gun, because all these shots that would hit its face end up hitting its dumb bubbles instead. And I'm not talking about right now. Right now I'm hitting it, sure. Later on, this thing, the more hits it takes, like the faster it spits out these bubbles. This is the boss for which I developed the strategy of holding the controller the way I am right now, where it's on my knee, and I'm using my middle finger to hold down A, and my index finger to mash B, because I can't do this with my thumb. It kills my thumb to do this. So this is officially the worst. Like, I'm not really in danger. Like, I don't die. It just takes forever. It's just super annoying. See what I'm saying? This boss would have already been dead if I had the jellyfish gun. But instead, I was chatting and walking into robots. Say love you. You can actually try a version with this gun where you turn sideways and those little things will curl around and hit it, but they're pretty hard to aim, as you can see. I'm not hurting it doing this, but you can hurt it if you get it just right. Alright, but... Oh, wait there, I got it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get hit here on purpose to downgrade my gun to the straight shooting one that just shoots straight. Because those curly bullets ain't helping me out right now. And they're just slowing down the rate at which I shoot straight bullets, so... You can see this is working better. Because that other one, it only shoots a straight bullet every third shot. This one shoots straight bullets every time. So, I prefer it for something like this. Look how many bubbles this thing is spitting out. It's just going bubble crazy. Oh, I don't want to get hit too many times. I don't want a terrible gun. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Ah! Oh, even with this method, my arm is so tired right now. Ooh, that was a good series of hits. I sometimes get a bug on this one too, where it explodes, sort of. Like it acts like it's exploding. Its sprite flashes and it makes the exploding noise, but it doesn't have those little tiny explosions. But it's still alive and still fighting, and shooting bubbles. It's just going ba-choo, 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 ba-choo the whole time. I'm like, what you doing, crab? Are you gonna die or not? I think he's getting tired of mashing too. You see him take a little break there, stop shooting bubbles. It's like, ugh, this fight sucks. There it goes. Okay. That was terrible. I hated that. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah? It's a straight shooter. Nice. This game is great, AD. A lot of mashing, though. I wouldn't say it's like as bad as that Rygar run you were doing, but it's pretty mashy. If you notice, I titled it Blaster Master, more like Blaster Masher, because there's a significant amount of mashing. But you like get breaks from it. It's not constant mashing, but when there is mashing, there's mashing. And I'm actually a pretty good masher. I've always been a really good masher, but I don't care for it. I don't find it fun. I just I used to play a bunch of those games on like calculators where you would see how fast you could mash, because that's how boring my adolescence was. And I got really good at mashing. Oh gosh, please don't die. Well, that's alright. It's not like a tragedy. It's annoying more than anything. I didn't have a super good gun anyway. I can get it upgraded back up in Area 6. Yeah, well, if you get to that boss that I just fought with the fully upgraded gun, it's over in 15 seconds because your bullets pierce right through all its bubbles and then hit it in the face. So you're just constantly doing damage to it. It's not defending itself half the time. But I was distracted. Sometimes I play better while I'm streaming, sometimes I play worse. I always have more fun when I'm streaming, though. It's more fun playing video games and hanging out with y'all than just playing video games with the 3-year-old. Giving me advice like, don't get dead. I forgot to turn my fan on. I'm sitting here like, gosh, warm. Mystery solved.
Okay. Thought I'd developed a new cool dodge strategy there, but didn't work out. The only bad part about hanging out at, like, so I've lost 2 lives. The only bad part really about hanging out at 0 lives, as I am right now, is that when I die and continue, I won't continue in the room where I was. I'll have to start over in whatever zone I'm in. So if I die on a boss, I'll have to start that whole zone over again, which I mean is really only a few minutes. It's not like I'm losing a ton of time here, and I have plenty of time to beat the game. This game, I could probably on my good runs that I've done, I've beaten it in about 45 minutes without really breaking a sweat. I think the world record of this game is something like 20 minutes. I never had this game like myself. I never owned this one, AD. My older sister's friend had this one, and like I would borrow it from her and never get very far. Like I don't even think I made it to the first boss. But I just thought the idea of this jumping car was so cool, kind of like Speed Racer. I didn't like the cartoon Speed Racer very much, but I did like the jumping car. I thought the jumping car was cool. So I did play this one as a kid, but I did not own it. That's probably true for most of the games that I played as a kid. Most of the games that I played as a kid, we didn't own. We borrowed from friends who had better collections. Or Blockbuster. Blockbuster had a good collection too. Yeah. Same with Batman for me too. We did not own Batman. My cousins owned Batman. Oh, we had an NES. Like, well, we got an NES like for Christmas for the family once. But by the time we were getting an NES, it was kind of already on its way out. Like, it was getting towards SNES time. And the same was true with, like, when we got a Genesis, like N64 was already out. Like, we were always just behind the times. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of that's the case a lot on Twitch, especially in my channel. My viewers here are slightly younger than me, so more of them played Super Nintendo than NES strictly when they started. So these games are like how, like, when I watch people play Atari games, that's what I imagine it's like for some of my viewers who played more SNES than NES. But we didn't actually have a Super Nintendo in my house growing up. Any Super Nintendo games I played at friends' houses. Mario World and Mario All-Stars. I played the heck out of some Link to the Past on my friends' Super Nintendos. Loved that game. Never beat it, but I've got a SNES now down here on my coffee table. As soon as I get my EverDrive, maybe I'll play Link to the Past. Alright, how are we doing? I got plenty of weapons here. I'm not going to come back in here. Because in this is the one that's got the favorable interior with the boss. It is really, really generous with the weapon upgrades. Yes, this is just composite for now. I'd love to, I mean, my NES can only output composite right now. I would love to mod my NES to output RGB. But the composite looks great. I'm not gonna lie. It's surprisingly good looking. I have a USB capture that does input for composite or S-Video, so I considered upgrading to S-Video, but I'm like, well, if I'm gonna upgrade S-Video, I must just go all the way and get the RGB set up. Oh, I will pay someone to do it to mine. That's too much soldering for me. I do enough soldering to replace the batteries in my NES cartridges, but like my soldering iron costs like $7. That's how seriously I take my soldering. I saw somebody in the Buy Nothing group on Facebook. the other day giving away a Nintendo, and I was like, ooh, Nintendo. But then I saw that it had like 49 comments on it already. I was like, oh wow, people want these NESs. And my daughters are like, what do you need it for? You already have 2. I'm like, so I've already got 2. Why not 3? Oh yeah. Whee. I like soldering. I don't think I will do a good job if I gotta desolder and resolder 70 pins. And yeah, potentially break my NES and the mod that cost more than the NES. Like, forget it. $7 made all my joysticks. Oh, that's right. You make your own controllers and stuff. Like, that's cool. Yeah, like I would be fine doing something like that. In fact, way back when, gosh, seems like decades ago now, my friend and I made our own custom Dance Dance Revolution pad. His dad like did all the soldering and stuff, but like built it out of 2x4s and this hard like Duro plastic, and printed out like little arrows, put them underneath the plastic and stuff, and hooked it up to a PlayStation controller, like because you could play the Dance Dance Revolution with the controller, but we just wired it in so that our contacts used the PlayStation controller to play the game, and it was fun. It worked really well. Because if you ever played Dance Dance Revolution like on a carpet on one of those pad-style controllers, those pads get wadded up and move around all over the place. Not this thing. This thing was like playing at the arcade. You replaced the stick? That's cool. Yeah, just like the DDR pad. Yeah. Like you can... You don't have to be all super precise. Yeah. Oh man, I loved DDR. I used to play that game quite a bit. I had a lot of fun playing that game. I would play that game right now. If I had it right now, I would play it. That one and Rock Band. Ah, gosh, I loved Rock Band. Is Rock Band out on Switch? Can I play Rock Band on Switch? So, Melissa, why did you replace the sticks? Oh, the drift. Okay. You know, ours... So, I don't know about, like, our... I don't know, because we have a couple of them. You know, we have all these little half-switch controllers, you know, like they have Joy-Cons. And, so we were playing Mario Party the other day, and Donkey Kong was just being a spaz. Just kept running down. And, but... It's like it was like fine. It was like whatever. It's like Mario Party. But we have one of those like pro gamer controllers, the black one that we use when we play Animal Crossing, and that thing just loves to face downward. That thing is just not satisfied until your character in Animal Crossing is pointed down. So you're like chopping up a rock that's to your right, and you're like woohoo, nugget, clay, nugget, and then ka-chunk, you're digging a hole down below you, and you're like, I didn't want to dig this hole. I had no intention of digging a hole here. I don't want this hole to be here at all. Ooh, that was a lucky find. And it's super obnoxious, but I don't know if replacing the joystick in that is the same as replacing it in the Joy-Con. Guitar Hero, yeah. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Rock Band. I love that one. Especially the drums. And the singing, of course. I love singing. I don't know, I've never pulled one apart to see like what the inner workings are like. I mean, I presume so, as long as it's not any kind of material that the grease is gonna interact with poorly. But I don't even know if I maybe should do some research on it, because I mean, if it's easy enough to fix, it would certainly make things nicer for me and Belly Jonah when we're playing Animal Crossing. Oh no, I lost my good gun. I gotta go back and get it now. This boss. Now I super lost my good gun. This is a boss I definitely want to have my good gun for. I'll probably lose it during the boss, but Not having the good gun for this boss is really tough, because then it's hard to dodge the rocks that it throws and do damage to it. Whoa, why didn't my stuff come back? Where's my stuff? Usually that one has a gun in it. Oh yeah, you just greased them all up. And that, you like that? You like having them all? Like, I could see that, like, just kind of, how do you say? Preemptorily or whatever? I don't know the exact word I'm trying to think of there, but precautionarily. Just right away, just grease it, just because. I'll take that. Oh yeah, prevents the wear and tear, that makes sense. Cleaning with alcohol and Q-tips if you aren't going to replace the stick. Yeah, you know, Melissa, I have cleaned out a number of controllers and keyboards and mice and stuff with Q-tips and alcohol. And sometimes I've had really good luck, but also sometimes I've had that effect where you put alcohol on plastic and then what you had before was like a smooth kind of plastic, and then the alcohol gave it this like rough, sticky kind of feeling rubbery surface permanently, and then I just hated it. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, whoops, I just despawned it. Oh, nope, it respawned. It's back. Sometimes these drop weapon upgrades. That's great. If I can just get them that way. Ooh, my monitor is flickering. I might have to switch to the other TV. When I came up here to set up for stream, I noticed that my PVM was on. I think that the 3-year-old was messing with it again. I really just don't want to go to this boss with a crappy gun. This is a little frustrating. Alright. Let's see. So, I mean, that fits, because, like, I was going to tell you this, like, joke about construction AD, but I'm still working on it. I told you, redeem at your own risk. I warned you. Still working on it. Yeah, like new material. Just like unending construction. Still working on it. Alright, here we go. Used to have such a hard time with this boss. But now it's not so bad. Once you learn how to dodge the rocks. Once you learn how to don't get dead. And then I almost immediately get smashed by a rock. Whoa! Don't hit me with your claws. As Melissa would say, could you don't? Yikes. Doki doki there. Whew. Woohoo! Whoa! That one came out last second. Doki doki doki. Whoa! Okay, getting hit there for sure. It's alright. Goodness. Yeah. Alright. So this definitely makes it harder using this chump gun. But I did a lot of damage to this thing before I got hit, so I think all in all we'll weather this just fine. See, not too bad. Doki 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 doki. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I know. I felt that about all about the whole concept of Twitch the same way, AD. Like even when I first heard about Twitch, it was a weird thing that a kid who lived with us was interested in. He was like, Twitch, it's cool, you can watch people play video games. I'm like, why would I ever watch someone else play a video game? What's the point of that? And then he showed me, you know, some of his favorite streamers who play like Fortnite and stuff. And I was like, okay, I kind of get it. That's kind of cool. And I was like, but I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know. Not for me. But then a couple years later, not quite a couple years later, maybe like a year later, I kind of weasel my way onto Twitch myself, and then I find all these crusty old people like me playing all these crusty old games. I was like, oh, now wait, this I can get on board with. watching NES games and Super Nintendo games, that sounds like a great time. And just having the music on in the background while I'm playing my own game or while I'm crocheting or something, just hearing crystallis music just in the background, it's just it sounds so good, feels so good. And and then I found, and you know, like realizing that some of these streams, they weren't all just, you know, gigantic broadcasts with thousands of viewers and chats just loaded up with emotes because nobody could even start a conversation. But some of them were just like small little streams with just a few friends hanging out. I was like, what? I want that. That sounds great. So I started it up, not quite knowing, like, I don't know, how it would go. Like, who wants to hang out with goofy old Mickey while he plays games that existed before they were born? But, I don't know. People come and they hang out and we have a good time. I'm always happy when I stream. I always feel good when I do it. He builds stuff out of wood. Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, Michelle. Every time I see any channel, like when it's recommending me channels, if it's anything arts and craft or music, I'm like, yes, please. Like I don't even bother to wait for the ad to finish before I follow. I like this because I just found this out the other day. There's actually this is actually a cave. It's like enclosed, which makes sense. So yeah, there's a piano player I watch regularly. She plays like a lot of video game music, piano covers, and another one who does. She also does video game covers on harp. She plays harp. Actually, the fellow we streamed on Tuesday nights. On Tuesday night, we raided the Renaissance. What was his name? He was playing Quest for Glory, or no, he was playing King's Quest when we raided him on Tuesday. But tonight I was in his stream earlier, and he was painting, like an oil canvas painting of a scene from Super Mario Bros. 2. So I got to use my Doki Doki emote. I was like, Doki Doki. I love stuff like that. I've sat in on a number of crafting streams. Actually, in fact, cool story. I won a raffle just the other day in a streamer's stream. She was having a giveaway. Yeah, like pretty much. AD. He does. His name's the Renaissance, and it's spelled like Ness, N-E-S, Renaissance. He does classic video game scenes, like NES scenes, and then he paints them Bob Ross style. So he'll do like, you know, the castle from Castlevania or the slime monster from Dragon Quest. Anyway, so I was in the stream. What's her name? Her name is Bregan Dareth. It's Bregan and then underscore Daerthe. Bregan Dareth. I don't know. And she had a giveaway, like a little raffle. I entered the raffle and I won a free perler. She does perlers. And so she's going to make me a custom perler. I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Of the painter. So it's Renaissance. It's R-E, and then it's N-E-S, A-N-C-E. Renaissance. Yeah, he's cool. He also plays lots of video games, but I think like Saturdays are his painting days. So on Saturday he paints. But he also has if you check out his Twitch, he's got like links to his Twitter, and he sells actually prints of his paintings. You can buy. He's got a link to his shop, and then he's also got a link to his YouTube, where he has time-lapse videos of his paintings, so you can see the paintings being made. But instead of watching him for hours making these paintings, you can watch like the painting being made in 6 minutes. Don't you shoot me! Whoa! Doki doki. Let me just pull it up here instead of just to make sure. Get this bright ass thing on me. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. I see, and I even told it to you wrong because it's not Renaissance. It's the Renaissance. There you go. He's actually on right now. If you want to ditch my stream and go check him out while he's painting, he's still painting his Super Mario Brothers 2 thing. I wouldn't hold it against you. Okay, Melissa, so this is the area I was talking about earlier that has the music that just straight stresses me out. I find this music very stressful. It just doesn't relent. It's like this the whole time. Gosh, I am taking a lot of damage here. It's so intense. I hate it. I might die here. It's okay, because I just started. And if I am going to die, I'd rather die here than on the other side of the level. Because regardless, I'm going back to the beginning. Oops. Cool, yeah, he's awesome. I love those paintings. I definitely want to buy. There's one he did of the Final Fantasy like intro screen. Like, oh gosh, I need that on my wall. It's so cool. Oh, I'll take that. There's just music. Okay, usually in this hallway I can recover my health pretty good. Normally I'm not this beat up, but I'm usually just collecting extraneous P's. But today it's working out pretty good. Get out of here, you. Okay. Oh, that was cool. It looked like I did that on purpose. Oh, really? So last I saw you were at 1333. Have you improved on that? Or were you just gonna get a 30-second PV like that? Yeah, okay, 1333. So that would have been an amazing PV at 12. Yeah, I imagine Batman's probably somewhere in between this one and Castlevania. Like, sort of emotional set-wise, like what a person goes through when they're playing the game. Okay, let's get that good gun back. Now we're talking full-on jellyfish. Okay. Oh, fire bat. That's a bummer. I mean, like, you're gonna be a speedrunner. It's part and parcel, I suppose, but it's still like, oh, it's so harsh. I still don't even know. Oh, I still don't even know how that Joker fight works. Like, I've seen you do it a number of times now, and I still feel like, wow, when I get to Joker, I'm gonna die 20 times because I don't even know what's going on. There's lightning, there's guns. He's trying to jump into the lightning to dodge it. I'm so confused. Those guys are always so nice. I do like that about speedrunners. I find most speedrunners to be like, if anything, like a little overeager. All the speedrunners I talk to immediately want me to be a speedrunner. I'm like, whoa, 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 no, I'm not doing that. Like, but they're so excited about their games and they're so nice about it. No one's ever like, no, don't play my game. That's my game. They're always like, oh yes, please, another player, play my game. Let me tell you all the secrets. You have to hold start through the intro and each of the boss kills? What? Is that some kind of RNG manipulation or something? That's fascinating. I used to hate this interior, this zone right here, but when you have the jellyfish gun, it's not so bad. I'm still not a big fan of this boss, but I've been doing better on it lately. I hope I don't die, because then I'll have to start this whole stinking stress area over again. But we'll see. Just keep your fingers crossed. And it's funny, I'll even if I go into this boss with the fully upgraded jellyfish gun like this, I'll still just use grenades. The first time I killed it, like I accidentally killed it using grenades, and since then I've come to just like be more comfortable killing it with grenades. Like, as weird as that sounds, because I have to get right up in its face, and it's terrifying, but it's also like weirdly more comfortable. Maybe it's like a keep your enemies closer kind of thing. Oh, that's fast. So you just hold that for the whole game to manipulate it just so that Joker doesn't shoot twice? That's fascinating. Who even figured that out? What nerd was sitting around and was like, what if I hold start the whole game? Will that change anything? That's wacky. Okay. Send me warm thoughts on this boss, because I don't want to repeat this zone. I will if the game makes me, but I really don't want to. That's so weird. That's cool, AD. I don't know why that works, or who figured it out, but that's fascinating. Okay. So, this is that super frog that is mostly a problem because it's random, so I don't know what it's going to do, which makes it very scary. So key here is don't get dead. And that right there is the scariest attack it can do. Whoa! Lots of Doki Doki in this fight. Oh, that was the good one too, and I walked away because I was being a chicken. Well, or I was being prudent. Maybe a prudent chicken. Whoa! What are you doing, frog? Whoa! Okay, this is a extra spazzy frog today. I think that actually that is indicative of its health state being low. I think that the more damaged it is, the spazzier it gets. Ah, I think I probably could have killed it there. Oh no! Ugh, I can't even take two more of those. Bummer. Whoa! No! Ah, no good. Open your mouth, frog. No. Don't open your mouth, frog. Oh, yes! Wow! Wow! That was so close. That was so close. Whoa! Went back up for that one last shot, and it was the last one. Well, everything by JLM is shovelware. How many JLM games are there? Oh, that was intense. The intensity of that fight perfectly matched the intensity of this music. Wow. Okay. That's the final boss of the game is going to be wildly disappointing compared to that, I promise you. Yeah, there's 10 jail end games. Yeah, Blaster Masters. It's a great game. It's like not easy. I would never call this game easy, but like Castlevania, like Star Tropics, when you figure it out, when you like get the game's number, it's so much fun. It feels so good to do it right, to get it done, and beating this game is a totally satisfying experience. Oh yeah, Sunsoft did a lot of great stuff. Okay, let's make our way to the final area of the game, where I could also potentially die. The last boss has a sort of randomness to it, and I have died on it before. But generally speaking, I'm more likely to die on my way to the boss. Nice. $10. I don't remember how much I paid for my Blaster Master. Probably in the realm of 20. Which still felt like like I was happy. Ooh, $20 for Blaster Master. I'll take it. Ooh, okay. Schmauzo. Alright, let us be done with that music. Cheers to that music being over. Okay. Oh, you stinking caterpillar. Ah, what? Okay, I can't even blame the caterpillar. That was just me being a spaz. Alright. Almost done. Last area. Here we come. What's the time like? Where are we at? Oh, gosh. It's already been an hour and a half. I must be doing worse than I thought. Or chatting too much. I can't blame that on starting late. I have died in this lava pit right here because of my newfound sticky wheels. So instead of jumping over that pit, I'll climb into it like that. Very frustrating. In fact, the last area here, it's like this creepy, like, inside an alien grossness thing. The number one reason I die is because I get knocked into little spike pits, and the spikes are just so deadly. I'll take that. Alright, so, all the way back in Area 3 here, we go climbing along the wall, or ceiling, whatever that thing on the top of the is called. It's kind of like a wall, but on the top, ceiling, I think is the word. Climb across there, past those big, scary looking spikes. I have not beaten Chrysalis yet. I mean, I was playing that on Tuesday. I was planning to play that one after this one today, but I can't have that much time. I'll beat that one over the course of a few streams. I have beaten that game in my life, but it doesn't count until I do it on stream. So, but I beat that game like last year. This room is like this big scary mess, but if you just go through these spikes here and take the damage, it's way faster. There's actually another room just like that later in this area. Oh yes, I do want to play Zelda, especially second quest. I never beat Zelda either way as a kid, but I used to like love to name my character Zelda, so I'd get the automatic second quest, and I thought that second quest was so cool, but I never even came close to beating it. Yeah, same. That part 2 is rough. Okay, so here's another one where you can just kind of skip. Just not bother. Oh! That's never happened before. That's new. Yeah, whatever. This is the death room right here. This is the room that just murders me. Believe it or not. It's like deceptive. Looks all easy and innocent. But it's actually a nightmare. Come over here, worm. Because you inadvertently slide into those spike pits if you don't jump early enough. And if you, like that, if you shoot your missiles at the wrong time, oh, that was fortunate. At the wrong time, they'll just never hit the worms. They'll just kind of fly over them forever. That guy really wanted to bonk me in the pit. Oh, I jumped in it on my own. Didn't even need help getting into it. What's a bummer is that if I make it through this room and then die anyway, I'll have to start back at the beginning of the level, and I'll have no hover to get through that level. I'll have to like go back to level 3 to farm up some hover. Okay, I should be able to get some of my power back in this room, hopefully. What's my gun situation like? I think I have a full power gun. Hey, Robbie, you showed up just in time for the end of this game here. Let me see what my... Oh, my gun's all the way upgraded. I don't need to go in there. Whew. I got one more room. Although you might get to see Area 8 again if I don't die. I was glad I got to do my makeup stream tonight so that you could see it. Since I didn't do my Friday night stream, which I know is the one that you can make. I mean, I'm like sad about why, but glad you got to come by. Gilberto. Oh, really? Man, just a second ago, huh? Those are some pretty slow light waves. Maybe you need to upgrade your Twitch software. Okay, I find that I navigate this room a lot better if I just don't stop. It's one of those kinds of rooms. These pink worms are just obnoxious. Alright. Gosh, I am missing with all of my shots. That's okay. I'm gonna make it. And the boss of this game... Oh, I'm out of missiles. Ugh! The boss of this game isn't terribly hard. It's just kind of a little bit random. Okay, especially with fully upgraded guns. So this is the last room here before I get to the boss. Whoa, that was foolishness. I survived that foolishness, but... Okay. Oh, here we go. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. I've gotten used to being at work during streams. Yeah, it's Saturday. Why aren't you working? Balls. Oh, yeah. I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, Robbie. Sorry. I'm at the end of the game. All right. Here we go. So, the first part of this boss has two forms. The first part is, like, unbelievably easy, especially with this fully upgraded gun. It shoots these little rocks around that bounce around the room, but they're like, they respond to my shots. So if I hit them with my shots, the volleyball little rocks will bounce away from me, so it's fine. The second part, he just kind of cracks this whip at you, and if you just sort of hide on the one side of the screen, his whip doesn't hit you as long as he's whipping it straight. But if he whips it diagonally, you're going to be running into problems. Oh gosh. I like that song too. Can I look up the lyrics for it so I don't mess it up? Said he was a buffalo soldier, dreadlock rasta. Stolen from Jamaica in the war for America. Singing ay-yo-yo, 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 ay-yo-yo. If you know your history, then you wouldn't have to ask me. Ooh, I think I am. I'm just a buffalo soldier. Dreadlock Rasta. Stolen from Africa in the war for America. Alright, so this is Mash City here. He'll come walking over here and start whipping me, and if he whips diagonally, we got problems. But if he just whips straight down, we'll be okay. So, if I die, I die. Sorry. We'll do it all again. Oh, it's just so much mashing. Yeah, sorry. Like, there's nothing I can really do about that. I can try to kind of lurk in the right spot and not get killed, but it's just random. All right. Actually, I have not watched the speedrun of this one yet, but the first time I fought it, like, it just scared me over there, and he just kept missing me a bunch. Yeah, I could try not dying. Fighting on arrival, fighting for survival. There we go. Sorry. Butchering Bob Marley over here. I gotta recover some hover so I can make it through that zone without devastating myself. Fighting on arrival, fighting for survival. That's such a good song too. Driven from the mainland. You know, a sad fact about that song, AD, is Bob Marley never actually performed it live. He recorded it and then died. So no one ever got to see him perform that one live. His son performed it though, a number of times. Redemption song. Okay. Bob Marley kind of night, huh? Old pirates, yes they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the times. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs. Sorry, Robbie. Well, I know that song really well. The better I know a song, the more of it I'll sing. Also, I was just grinding there, so. Yeah. Do like that song. I've always liked that song. Plus, you got Tunnel Snake's Rule. How much more of Tunnel Snake's Rule did you really want to hear? Did you want all 3.5 minutes of Tunnel Snake's Rule? Of course. You need a refund on your rad jokes because you didn't get the whole Tunnel Snakes. Ugh. Okay. Oh no! And I lost my good my pony missiles. Ugh. Everything about this is harder now that I died. It's okay. Ah. Ooh, let me get that. There's a little interior zone though that I can go into and sort of refresh my weapon at least. Get my weapon back in order, even if I don't have all the cool missiles and stuff. Ah! What the flip? What was happening there? Oh, yep. This is why I went back and ground the hover for that room right there. It's really hard without that. Okay, didn't get hit that time. Ooh, lots of bullets though, flying through the air. Okay, super mega hard room. Oh gosh, stupid sticky wheels. Stupid wheels on my tank. There we go. Oh, and I got no homing missiles. All right, just gonna have to put every caterpillar on the screen and hope that they don't troll me too hard. Okay, got the pro moves here apparently. What was that? I've never gone through that room so smoothly. That worked out all right. Whew. No pony missiles. I died on the final boss and lost my pony missiles. It's tragic. Nothing can be done about it. It's all right. It was funny though. Actually, so the first time I beat this game, I beat the first part of that boss. Oh, actually, you know what? You're gonna actually get to see it if it happens again. Maybe it's not a bug. So the first time I beat this game, I beat the first part of that boss, and didn't realize that like it would save that. So I continued, went through this whole area again, and yeah, thanks, Robbie. That room is like the deadliest room in the game. I'm not kidding. When I went back into the boss room, it went right into the second phase. So if that's not a bug, you'll see it happen again. When I go back to fight the final boss there, the first part will be dead. It'll just be the whip guy again, Mr. Belmont. Okay. Oh, and actually, you know what? If that's the case, then I don't even need to upgrade my gun. Well, I'll do it anyway, because I'm not going to use my gun on the big guy. I'm just going to use the grenades here to kill the final boss. But it is just like literally like the strat to kill the final boss is just shoot 8 million grenades at it and not get hit. Like I don't got anything better than that. Now I got some pony missiles. I'm not going to use them, but I got them. I'm going to use these triple missiles. Oh my goodness! Are we already in month 2? Thanks for the subscription, Galarto. You should now have your Cascade badge, which will let you control any Pokemon up to level 20. Ooh, and look, you gave Brandon a new emote. How awesome. I believe that the Cascade badge also lets you use Cut outside of combat. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. My badges aren't even appearing anyway for whatever reason. I don't know why none of y'all got badges, but in my heart, I know that you have a Cascade badge. Okay. I didn't even realize we were already at month 2. That's cool. Thank you all for spending time with me and coming to hang out in my stream and subscribing and cheering and even just following and just chatting. I love having everybody here. And I always kind of like dread streaming a little bit, but every time I'm done streaming, I have to like kind of go calm down because I'm so happy. Do you not know about the exclusive emotes, Robbie? So right now, because it's like a Pride Month celebration that Twitch is having, anytime you sub or cheer enough bits or gift a sub in a channel, it gives other people in that channel free emotes. And they last forever, so you get those emotes forever. There's like 25 total Pride emotes. So when you subbed just now, you gifted emotes to Brandon and Michelle. They got them. Actually, 5 people should have gotten them. And like a little button pops up that says, you know, you can thank Robbie for your new emote now, if you'd like to. So yeah, you didn't even know you were doing a nice thing there, but you did. So that's cool. You haven't got any, Melissa? Are you sure you have 0 emotes? There's no way. All right, somebody gift 20 subs right now so that Melissa gets her emotes. I got mine by accident, Melissa. Just leave your computer on overnight. Yeah, a button pops up saying thanks. Oh my goodness. Lurkin Sam comes up and wants a joke. All right, Sam. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? Because they got nobody to go with. Yeah, well, see, you got a bunch of them, Melissa. What are you talking about? How you doing, Sam? All right, so what the flip? Where'd that thing come from? All right, that's okay. I've never seen that before in my life, but I should be able to get my gun fixed. Wait, I don't even need the good gun. All right, it should be the first phase of the boss will be already gone. Surprised the heck out of me the first time this happened. Yep, see? All right, just gonna mash a bunch. Wish me luck that I don't get whipped. I have to stay like I keep my helmet by his foot, and then he seems to not. Oh nope, he's gonna stand on me, and now I just have to wait for him to not stand on me. That I've never seen happen. That's all right, Sam. I'm glad to have you anyway. I've literally never seen that happen before. That was weird. Let's try and get him a little bit higher this time. You can tell when he's starting to die if his shield is breaking. And then he loses his shield completely. And then he just explodes. Ah! Don't whip me so many times. I'm actually kind of getting unlucky. Usually I only get like hit once. Okay, shield's gone. We're getting close. My thumb's getting tired. Yay! And so, like I was saying earlier, thank you. Woohoo indeed. This game's great. Highly recommend to anybody who's got an NES and Blaster Master lying around. That I don't think that big frog we fought was Fred, because there's Fred right there on the tank. At least it looks like Fred. Or I'm doing the whole like John Travolta and Face Off thing where I just found a new frog and I'm like, let's just call this frog Fred. And just forget about old Fred. There's a koala one? I didn't even know there was a koala one. That's cute. I don't know who was in charge of this font, but I can barely read any of that. The K's look like N's, the Z's look like N's. Everything looks like the same letter. Yeah, replacing faces and replacing children. And they do that little thing where they like rub their hands on his face at the end or whatever. And they're just like, "Yay, we got a new son." Woohoo! That movie's so good. Movie's ridiculous. I love it. It is super creepy. It's such a problem. Like, why are they doing this? So what are you up to today, Robbie? What are you doing? Yeah, next time, Robbie, I'll send you a text, like, or you can just go on Twitter and follow just me. I'll announce it on Twitter, but I'll send you a text. I always like this ending because it says "very thanks." Very thanks. All your base are belong to us. Oh, all right. Well, that took a little longer than I anticipated. A couple of deaths, one continue. Kind of a lot of work, but it was fun. I know, right? We're all texting each other. I've never seen Donnie Brasco. And we were just talking about this. So we're going to raid him again because we just raided him before, but this time he's painting. So can all get your Bob Ross on here. Rin Essence. And if you've got Doki Doki, give him Doki Doki. If you don't got Doki Doki, give him the side deck for me. He's painting a Super Mario Brothers or Doki Doki Panic themed painting right now. Very thanks. You're very welcome, Rocket. Oh, and do you guys see my shirt? Dad jokes, more like rad jokes. Thank you for Rory for my Father's Day gift. I love it. Thanks for coming. I should be back on Tuesday. We'll see. You know, got big changes coming up soon, but
We'll try and keep the stream as undisrupted as possible. Thanks again for coming. Thanks again for this 2-month subscription and the emotes for my watchers there, Robbie. See y'all later.